Good morning, student. I am Mr. Nitin Rawal as your class teacher beside being your subject teacher. Welcome to online class. So please be attentive for today's lecture. Yes, student. Welcome to class 8 English subject. Here we are to learn chapter number 9. The title of this chapter is The Battle of Colors. So, when we go through this title, here we feel the title itself seems to be strange. How can there be battle among the colors? Yes, it is there. The whole lesson is based on a moral story. If we go through lesson, then we will realize the moral of this lesson. It is same like a human life. When we people fight for a trifle things, there is no use of fighting. We do not get anything by fighting. Actually, it's a trifle matter over when we fight, and we do get nothing in the end. But the one who has developed the patience get something as reward in the end. So, altogether, we should develop patience in the life. This is why it is said in English, patience always paid. So, here the story itself relevant to the battle of colors. It was a midnight when all those color goes for fighting about their importance. One by one, they shows their importance, arguing very, they exchange very hot argument among them, and thus each one wanted to show importance of itself, as they wanted to say, without them the rest color are of no use. Here, this story is about this. So, now we are to start reading and understanding the lesson. So, better be attentive. See, it was an old shack next to a big bungalow. Here, the story starts with a sentence. There we come to know old shack and old shack next to a big bungalow. That means what is the location? There was a big bungalow and very next to it there was old shack. That means a rough hut or like a garage, a small hut. Way back it served as a shed of the cattle. Now the same shack, after time, few years, it was used as a shed for the cattle. It was shack, that means a old hut. After during course of time, the same shack turned into a shed for the cattle. That means the owner started keeping cattle in that shed. But when Pratap came, he turned it into a painting studio. Here, see, simultaneously the shack changed into shed, and now the same shed is a painting studio. Here, the owner of this shed, Pratap, as and when grew up, then he treated or he used the same shed for his painting studio. For he was very fond of painting. So, in first paragraph, we come to know Pratap himself was a painter and he was very fond of painting, and that is why he used to painting in that sad, which one once upon a time old sack, now it turned out to be a painting studio. Pratap had been painting rather unsuccessfully for the past 20 years. His so called masterpiece got hardly sold. Here, what happened? No doubt, here in first paragraph we come to know Pratap being a painter, and he had been practicing or painting since last 20 years. Meanwhile, he could not prepare a masterpiece of painting which one could be sold easily. In spite of in spite of all it, he still carried on with the same passion and vigor. This is called the good characteristic of a painter, of every human being. If we have any profession, if we develop patience toward our passion, then sooner or later we will succeed in the same passion. So here, even though Pratap had been practicing or painting since last 20 years, he did not lose his passion and vigor for his hobby of painting. Though he could not prepare a masterpiece throughout the life, but he did not lose his patience. Over the years, his wife was tired of washing the paint from his clothes. The paint from his clothes. So it's a but nature. Pratap was a painter, so he used to get dot on his clothes of the color, and his wife got tired for removing all those dot or blot on the clothes that Pratap used to wear. That means Pratap's wife got tired of removing those blot on his clothes. Now what happened? His son, now a computer engineer. Now Pratap grew older, and there his son appeared in the same house, who was a computer engineer. What did he want? He wanted the Sheikh to open a computer workshop. Here you can see now the same sack, which one was once upon a time a cattle shed, then it became the Pratap's painting studio. Now Pratap's son wants the same sack for his computer workshop. This is why Pratap had to vacate it. See, Pratap had finally agreed to vacate, यानी empty, यानी कि खाली करना the sack, but only after selling all his painting. So the invitation cards were painted, and the media, critics, friends, family were invited to Pratap's lifetime work. Here, Pratap had open sale or exhibition for his art studio, that painting studio. That means he wanted to sell all those paintings at a time because he wanted to vacate the same shed for his son, as he wanted to use the same shed for his computer workshop. So here, what did Pratap do? Pratap had painted and invited all those people who were in his touch to visit his exhibition. So now what happened? The night before the exhibition, see here, when Pratap was to open his exhibition next day, what had happened the night before? The night before the exhibition, Pratap put out the lantern to go to bed. That means before going to bed, Pratap had put out, that means lantern, that means switch off, that not switch off but band kar diya. It was the old time where he used the lantern for getting light. Here he had just given the final touches to his picture. He was very tired and did not have strength even to close the lid of his colors. So here what happened? Throughout the night, Pratap had worked a lot more. He wanted to give final touch of those pictures, so he was tired too much, and that's why he even didn't care to close the lid of the color tin, and he went to bed. Next. The clock struck 12, and as always, the sack once again came alive. Here it was 12 o'clock midnight. Again, the same way, the shack, that means painting studio, came alive. How? The agenda was which color is superior. Now, as Pratap went to bed, he got sound sleep there, and here all those colors came alive for discussing their superiority. Each color was trying to praise himself. Here, every kind, among all those colors, each one comes forward and just trying to say, praise himself, to say good word for himself. But old and rusty Mr. Black sat quietly. He had witnessed endless argument, which till date had never been concluded. So here we can imagine the battle of those color take every day place in the same set. So Mr. Black, who had been old one color being a rusty, that means of those stiff with age, or that means not in use, disuse. The same color every day whenever there was endless argument among all the colors at midnight, he, the black color, sat very silently and could listen and try to listen their argument. He didn't argue each against any of those color. Okay, let's move to next page. Let us continue reading and understanding this lesson on page next. So here is first paragraph. What say? See. In previous page we came to know there was exchange of the uh, endless argument among all those color at midnight, where we find the rusty color, that was the black, didn't take part in that argument. He sat silently. Here all those color came forward and tried to show their superiority to others, and they argued very much in their praise words to show their importance. Here, starting this year, I tell you, this old man has gone too far, said Miss White. Who came very first to argue? Miss White, the perfectionist. The color Miss White, as a Miss White, here is described as Miss White, and what is the the perfect verb for itself, that color white consider herself being the perfectionist and idealist, flashing color on white canvas without any rhyme or reason. How does Miss White shows her important? Saying that whenever we want to paint, that means we need a color that should be white, otherwise no paint can be carved or designed or paint on any paper. That means myself, that is Miss Wife, say is she herself is very perfectionist, because without its placing no picture can take place on any paper. Thus, listening to Miss White, who came forward now, Miss Pink. Now Miss Pink nodded vigorously but was sharply nudged by Mr. Red. While Miss White was saying praising word for herself, meanwhile Mrs. Pink simply nodding her head, and Mr. Red, who was just beside Miss Pink, he simply nudged, make a sign to speak in between. And here what says spoke Seer. What do you mean? The man is passionate about his art. Look at each piece, he said, pointing towards a painting where a forest was engulfed in red hot flames and the animals running about. So here Mr. Red, he simply nudged Mrs. Pink, and thus he made a sign that he was going to argue against Miss White. And what did he say? See, without himself, Pratap could not paint any paints that depends on forest. I mean, whenever Pratap wanted to create forest on a paper and see how this paint in that paint shone this fire, that means Pratap had shared that forest with a red color, and that there Mr. Red talked praise word about him. See, Pratap used me to engulf the all those red hot, and that is why I made all the animals in the forest running about. Here, Mr. Red simply showed his importance saying this towards the in the painting. Now, what say next? Again, Miss Pink nod again. So what the role of Miss Pink? She simply nodding head, saying yes, yes. When Miss White was arguing, by the time Miss Pink nodded. Here, Mr. Red argued. There also Miss Pink nodded. For she could not, offend Miss White and Mr. Red creators. Actually, Mrs. Pink, she, she knew better. Without herself, no color could be created in the painting. If it is Miss White or Mr. Red, she could not afford to offend, that means go against to those colors. Then what happened? See, Miss, I think the old man should make his painting more bright like this one, said Mr. Yellow. Now, which color came forward? Mr. Yellow. Till Miss Pink nodding head with the every argument. Now, Mr. Yellow came forward and showed his importance, saying this in that painting, if Pratap had used the yellow color, he could made his picture more bright than usual. Thus, saying this word, Mr. Yellow showed important. And what more said? He pointing towards the painting of a sunny day in a desert. Here, one more picture is hanging on the wall. There, Mr. Yellow showing his importance in that picture, and he attracted all the colors noticed toward a picture. Which one is in a sunny day in a desert picture? There, Pratap had used the yellow color at full length to make the picture sunny day in a desert. Thus, pointing toward that picture, Mr. Yellow saying praising word for himself, and thus he wanted to show he is superior to others. Again, uh, again one more color came forward. Now it's time of Miss Green. till the moment Miss White, Mr. Red, now Mr. Yellow, all those came forward and argued a hot way. But here came Miss Green again. See, Miss Green made a face. That means, thus Miss Green uh, gestured herself that she was no more agree with the rest of those color. So, and what he said? She said, "You call that painting? You call that painting?" Here, Mr. Red, Mr. Yellow try to show their painting, pointing toward that painting that they were very important. And now Miss Green, condemned those two colors, that and they were telling that they were the picture, they were the painting. Here Miss Green made a face and told, oh, they were no more a picture. And just look at the poor kids lying to trying to dig out for water in the sand dunes, and the remains of the animals. It is disgusting. It is disgusting. Here Miss Green pointed and remarked those two pictures where Miss White and Mr. Red and Mr. Yellow were pointing. There Mrs. Green pointed, saying that those pictures were of no use because there one could find, in that yellow color, that was the desert where boy was trying to dig out water from the sand. That means it was of no use. Whereas in the for the red color, where the Pratap had painted the forest fire, and by using the red color, he painted the whole forest engulfed into fire, and thus Miss Green pointed that point also, because due to fire many of the animals who were running about died in fire. So only what remains there? Only the dead animals remain. So pointing to those picture, Miss Green say very disgusting word that they were no more useful or attractive picture. Thus Miss Green wanted to show those two colors that they were no more superior to anybody. Now here painting, what the reason now gives Miss Green? See, a painting should give pleasure, like this one where a lady standing on the cliff and viewing the open green fields, concluded Miss Green. Now Miss Green further argued, saying that first she condemned the yellow and Mr. Red paintings. Now she showed importance, pointing toward the picture where Pratap had drawn. A lady was standing on cliff, that means a slanting rocky area, and she was simply looking at the green field. That green field was shown by using the green color. Thus Miss Green got a chance and said herself that she was much important and superior to the rest of color. What she gave the reason for her superiority? That she simply told that every painting should give pleasure. That means here looking at this green field, everyone gets pleasure, and that is why she is more important and superior to those color. Now one more color come forward, and that is Mr. Brown. Who came forward now? Mr. Brown. He shrugged his shoulder. That means he simply, move up and down his shoulder, and brought the got the notice of all those rest color. Thus he brought all those colors toward his notice, and made them to look at him. So what argument did he say there? Forgive me, but in all this painting there is no mystery. Thus Mr. Brown shows important. That means saying that every pictures, every paintings, which one is open to public and open to understand to easy to understand. That means no painting is, if there is a no mystery, is of no use. And here Mr. Brown shows important. That means he could create mystery in the picture. Look at this one. Here Mr. Brown pointed toward its picture, which one, where Mr. Pratap had used brown color. He said, pointing toward the painting of a girl standing near the deep brown woods. See, here Mr. Brown brought to notice of those color where Mr. Pratap had used the brown color and saying that, see, where the painting of a girl standing near the deep brown woods. The Pratap had painted a deep brown woods using brown color. It leaves much to the imagination. For some, deep woods means freedom. For other, it means danger. See, here Mr. Brown showed importance of himself, saying that every picture must have its mystery. Here in that picture, Mr. Pratap had drawn a deep brown woods. There no leaves is seen. That means it is to be imagined. Whereas if there is a deep wood means freedom, for other it means danger. Mostly, deep forest, it seems to be very danger. So being danger, it creates the mystery for lookers, onlookers, so visitors. Thus Mr. Brown showed his important arguing these words. Now it's a time for Mr. Blue. He scoffed, to here Mr. Blue scoff meant to say he simply made a gesture. That means he made a fun of the rest of color, and thus he wanted to draw all the colors attention toward him. As earlier all those colors tried to draw their attentions, other colors attention toward itself. Same way here Mr. Blue also scoffed and tried to make fun of the rest color. Here it says, imagination my foot. Here when Brown told imagination word, there Mr. Blue made fun of his word, that was imagination. That means he spoke imagination word very scornfully, showing unimportant for the color Mr. Brown. People look for the depth in painting, and thus Mr. Blue tried to show the importance of itself, that saying that people look for depth in painting means people need depth in painting. Pratap should use more of blue to bring depth in the painting. Here Mr. Blue suggested that Pratap should use, to show more depth in the painting, he should use more and more blue color, like this open clear blue sea with a single boat moving up and down with the waves. Here Mr. Blue draw the attention of the rest color, showing the picture which Pratap had drawn. There was a blue sea and a boat moving on it up and down with the waves. Thus showing that picture, Mr. Blue wanted to show importance of himself. Now it is nauseating, it is of no use, it is of disgust. See, to even watch these paintings, said Miss Green. Now Miss Green overcame all those arguments. Very lastly, argument made by Mr. Blue, and Miss told all those discussion of no use. It is simply a uproar among them. That means she started arguing very disgustingly. She told word like say, but she was cut short by Mr. Blue when Mrs. Green exchange an argument. By the time Mr. Blue made her shut off. And how dare you talk to me like that? When Miss Green used nauseating word for the rest of color including Mr. Blue, there Mr. Blue got angry and made shut Mrs. Green, saying that how dare she could talk like that for him. Don't forget, I am your creator. There Mr. Blue showed important for green color that without mixing blue and yellow there couldn't be its creation. That means he is the creator of Miss Green. Thus he showed Mr. Blue showed important for the other color, especially for Miss Green, and thus Mr. Blue made Miss Green let off her hair. Yes, but without me it would not have been possible, said Yellow. So, for creating green color, we need both the color, that is blue and yellow. When Mr. Blue was arguing that and showing it's important that without himself, no creation is possible for green color. But listening this word, yellow color also interfered, saying that without yellow color, how could it be possible to create a green color? Thus, we know to make a green color, we mix blue and yellow color. Thus, one by one, they were showing their importance, exchanging argument among one another. Now, let's move to next page.